What are chakras and why the energy of a chakra sometimes can be more obstructed or in a healthier condition? We'll talk about that. Hello, thank you for being with me. This channel is about taking control of our personal evolution, both spiritually and here in this lifetime. Topic today is chakra, and it has a lot to do with our health, with our feelings or emotions, and has a lot to do with our vitality. So this, I think, influences both physical and spiritual life. Going to the point of chakras, this is a bit complex condition because we tend to see chakras in the way we normally see the drawings on papers, and we see as a vortex or as a opening or just an area in the surface of our bodies. But actually, chakras are multidimensional fields of energy. Of course, through clairvoyance, sometimes we can see just the surface or just as a movement or just as a different tone or luminosity around our bodies. But that is because we are picking that through a visual aspect. But when we start examining that, like with the inspection of energy, like allowing our energies to go through our bodies, then we may notice that there are different fields that they interact with one another. So it's more like an area in which there is a specific type of energy with a specific type of function in our energy bodies. But in fact, chakras are multidimensional fields. They are not in the physical body, they are not in the non-physical body. They are a mix of energies from physical, non-physical, and also an intermediate type of energies, because their function is to connect ourselves, our bodies, to non-physical body or to our astral body, spiritual body, whatever you call it. But the chakras are what makes this connection. These field of energies, they have specific type of energy, therefore they work in specific ways for specific reasons. We could make a simple analogy, like in the same way that we have our organs, and each of them, they are separate, they are different, but they are all interconnected. In terms of our organs, the way one works will influence the other. Sometimes if we have one gland that is not working properly, it's going to affect our whole endocrine system, for example. But different than organs, because organs, they do not occupy the same space. It's one here, the other one here. But chakras, no, because they are multidimensional fields, and each of them, they have slightly different type of energy or frequency. Sometimes they can penetrate one another. And therefore, these fields, they end up connecting to each other and creating different effects of being positive or not, depending on the quality of the energy that is constituting them. Now, when it comes to the quality of energy, that's exactly what defines a chakra. We have different type of energy, like, for example, if we have here in our chest, different type of energies we would have, for example, in our head or in our abdomen. People normally would define chakras as very specific, and there is a certain number. Some speak about 5, some speak about 7, but it's because, and it depends, I guess, on the approach. If they are talking about those that are normally more observable through clairvoyance or through the person's sense or sensitivity, but sometimes they are more talking about the way it affects our physical body. But if we would examine the constitution of the energy body, if we make, for example, a scanning of our own energies, and we can sense details, but not in the surface only, but also within, we will see that there are many different centers of energies or many fields of energies within this big field that is our energy body. And these mini fields, they have different type of information. That's why sometimes we can have a chakra that is, energies are flowing well, it's healthy, and we interact with environment, with other people in a good way, but sometimes there are chakras that when interacting with other people, the person, the individual would end up losing energies, or sometimes get in a certain place and receive not so positive energies, and the person feels a little bit shaken, both energetically, physically, sometimes emotionally, because our chakras, they will affect physical, emotional, and energetic, because it is of multiple layered type of energies. That's why we say it's connected to physical and also astral body and also of course, the energy body. Due to this quality of the energy, sometimes there's an accumulation, patterns of energy due to specific moments of our life, specific emotions. Sometimes it's a fear or something, or can be something positive, but it tends to accumulate energies there, usually more negative than positive, and it starts creating obstruction because the accumulation of energies stops the energy from flowing freely and naturally as it should. And the more accumulation, the more stuck they are, the greater the blockage. And when I say greater, I'm not talking about size, I'm talking about intensity, how severe it is. A blockage or a field of energy, a chakra, that they would have this accumulation of energies, more stagnant one. If it's more recent, that stagnation or accumulation, it's usually easier to unblock or to fix that. But if it's older, if it's something that is deeper inside of us, or if it's something even from a previous life that is still stored in our energy, it may be harder to make a process for those energies to dissipate. Harder, but not impossible. Anyway, it's so much to discuss. I wanted to give you a brief introduction to what chakras actually are and how they work. I have been researching about this for many years, almost 20 years now, but the more I study, the more I research, the more I combine different historic cases or case studies, I see that we need to understand this deeply in order to be able to put this out in a way that is as scientific as possible and can cause a really good impact in science in general, but especially in medicine, especially helping all of us to address better the energetic process that all of us have. Maybe one day we can share more here in a video. Tell me what you would like to know, sensations, how to unblock, why certain situations happen. Let me know and I'll be very happy to share with you. Thank you so much. Goodbye.